Misfit, what's up? How you doing? How's the wife and kids? You don't have a wife and kids. I'm very sorry I brought that up. Anyway, I was just calling to see if you heard about Final Fantasy 15 being delayed again.
Huh?
Yeah, man, Final Fantasy 15 got delayed. Again.
That is not funny, Gus. Seriously. You do know April Fool's is not for a while yet, right?
No, dude, it's not a joke. It got delayed a couple of weeks ago.
What? How is this possible?
Dude, calm down. It's alright. You already waited 10 years for the game. What's a few more months on top of that?
What? A few more months? Are you kidding me?
Inside voices, please. Guy's a jerk.
Okay, let's find out if there's any validity to this. Oh my god. Game delays. Seems to be the way of the industry now, right? See, some people would think that a company delaying a game is actually better for us, the player, because they can spend more time in fixing its problems and making a perfect product. I see it as a detriment, and here's what I mean. The covers that I showed you just recently, what do they all have in common? Well, for one, they were all massively overhyped promises to the gaming industry and to the consumer that they would change gaming in some form or another, because they showed stuff that either wasn't in the game or stuff that they would eventually end up taking out of the game at public places like E3 and so on. And they also had this in common. They were all delayed. Every single one of these delayed, whether it be for several months to several years. They were all delayed.
You'd be able to play with your friends. Yeah. Can you grief other players? A little bit. Can you customize the look of your character? Sort of.
Hey, Mr. Murray, how about you customize the look of your company?
Oh, snap.
I worry about, like, disappointing people, you know.
Who can say where the road goes, where the day flows?
Well, in terms of ecology, like, almost anything's possible.
The way Sean Murray and Hello Games have handled this post-launch of No Man's Sky has been a complete and utter disaster. I honestly don't think I've seen anything worse handled by a gaming company, ever. And that's saying something, consider we have to deal with people like EA and Ubisoft. Dear God.
People might expect things that aren't in the game, you know.
Now, I understand Sean wasn't the PR guy for the whole company and for the game itself, and he's just kind of just the front man, the guy who's created it. He really shouldn't have been the one to make all these promises. It must be really awkward for them and for him as well. But however, the way they handled this was a complete disaster, completely leaving and just not communicating to the fans whatsoever, acting like nothing had ever happened and just swept everything under the rug.
Move on! Nothing to see here! Please disperse! Nothing to see here, please!
I think we got a long, hard, and honest look this year at knowing that the AAA companies aren't the only ones willing to screw the consumer over. It's also the indie developers, because at the end, all that matters is your pre-orders and all that money. Remember the Order 1886? Basically a canceled and then released E3 demo. Not fun to play and was half-assed in every way. Remember the highly anticipated Assassin's Creed Unity?
Oh, I remember that. What a hit!
Duke Nukem Forever, anyone?
It's as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Ew is right. And you guys definitely already know my opinion on The Division.
I'm supposed to believe that this is a real world as it is happening, but I'm supposed to also suspend my disbelief while I'm shooting threats in the face? Oh, hyper-realism of this game is killing me, Ubisoft. And fuck you, Ubisoft, for using the one and only Tom Clancy's name for this sad excuse of a video game. No. Bad Ubisoft.
As of the time that I'm talking to you now, Final Fantasy 15 is just released, and so far it's getting pretty good reviews. It's not perfect, but it's not the worst thing. It's definitely not The Division, thank God. And people wonder why I'm so nervous for games like The Last Guardian. Gee, I wonder. If there is anything in the gaming industry that has taught me anything new, it's that getting overhyped for a particular video game can be its downfall. Is it partly the gaming company's fault? Yes. Is it our fault for following that hype? Yes, most definitely. I have been more cautious over the last few years because I've had my heart broken so many times, constantly looking into games that I think I would like and then being let down. Games that I review, games that I just casually want to play. A lot of these games have disappointed me in some way or another, majorly, and some not so much because I wasn't too hyped for them to begin with. In the world of gaming, it's a place that I really, really love being. I passionately love this art form, and that's why I'm so hard on it. Half the time when gaming companies do these kinds of things, it irritates the gall out of me that they will be willing to screw over their own customers and people like me who are actually basically giving them free publicity, free advertising to help people go play their game, go buy their game, pre-order their game. And if their game isn't up to snuff and they've released a half-assed product, or they're just delaying games for the sake of getting people on the hype train to release a half-assed game later on to make more money, I think that should be stopped. What do you think? Hello guys, thank you so much for tuning into the video today. It's a video I've wanted to talk about for quite a long time, get these topics off my chest, so that was a lot of fun to make. If any of these videos interest you, go ahead and hit them. If you want to check out my reviews, I got those too. And you can hit that subscribe button if you want to see more. Special thank you to my special guest, Gus McQueen, who was in my video at the beginning, cameoing there. You can go check out his channel as well, link down below in the description for that. And I will see you all later, Misfits. Keep gaming, gamers. Don't forget, guys, to dodge that hype train, or you're going to look just like this DeLorean. Oh yeah, and Ubisoft, I'm still waiting on that Beyond Good and Evil 2. God damn it!